spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Bears offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds us back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Branch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if they're going to win.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back to pass, it's Mack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think...
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bobcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things
I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll keep it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Dropping back, it's Mack. He tries to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's James.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Branch. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sparks. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jenkins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
That's caught. It's James. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Motion from the wide receiver. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And playing the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. And they've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Play action on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have
another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. And it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Finds a little space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And the Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bobcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's caught. It's James. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. A low line drive and short kick. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line.
It's caught, and what a job to get down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves him with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They booted away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my role. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas State, 17.
Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll run it from the gun. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to set up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
35. Texas State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David.
Oh, he wants it all. And here's the third interception of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hard running there. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. To the air, it's Mack. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Shoots it to the left. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
The books, here's how things went down. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one.
Fires to the big fella.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. And they can't make the connection.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a fourth and short. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. After the earlier field goal, they'll They'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Bobcats are in the hurry up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. From the gun. The running back has it. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throw.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Can't get him to the ground.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To the air, it's Mack. Got his man quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Touchdown, Cal! And the route is on. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Paul. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll do it himself. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. To the air. It's Mack. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.